Welcome to Year of the Metal Rat Capricorn. Year of the Yang Metal Rat begins on January 25th of 2020, lasting through until February 11th of 2021. I'm Pastor Rosemary, the Astrology Angel. I'm a biblical astrologer, Christian psychic, Rosicrucian Seer, and Gnostic Mystic. And this is a Readings by Rosemary Angelic Transmission. Now, rats are very, very useful creatures indeed. Scientists use lab rats in experiments to bring better treatment modalities to human beings. Sometimes lab assistants have told me that they wonder if laboratory rats are actually experimenting on their human master's degree and doctorate degree students that care for them. In reality, who's serving who? Now, some people might think that rats are not important, not in any way significant, and that they don't really count, but nothing could be farther from the truth. In reality, rat came in first place in the Jade Emperor Zodiac race. More on that later on in this video. For now, we're going to get into the lucky charms, the numbers, the gemstones, and the colors that are good for Capricorn and good for Year of the Yang Metal Rat. So first we're going to start off with the Capricorn associations for you. We have a chart here for you. We have some charts with all of the zodiac signs and with Capricorn. Now we're going to give you the correspondence with the Western symbols and the Chinese animals so that you can see a little bit of a correlation. They might not be exact, but they're close because it happens during the same season, the same time of the year, that kind of thing. Now for Capricorn, the lucky charms for Capricorn, the gemstone is garnet. The colors for Capricorn are red, black, white, and indigo. Okay? The numbers, the auspicious numbers, are 3, 7, and 6. Now we're going to get into Metal Rat lucky charms. Now, during the year of the Yang Metal Rat, not just rat, because there's other elements associated, but for Year of the Yang Metal Rat, which happens once every 60 years, where rat happens every 12 years. So once every 6 years we get Metal Rat. Now the lucky charms are important and they're specific for Yang Metal Rat. Okay, so the gemstone for Year of the Yang Metal Rat is watermelon tourmaline. Watermelon tourmaline is an extremely beautiful stone and very, very auspicious. The colors are gold, white, blue, and green for Yang Metal Rat, and the numbers are 2, 3, 6, 7, and 8 for Yang Metal Rat. Now here we have Capricorn, which is, if you start with Aries in the Western system, Capricorn is the 10th house, and that's associated with things like social standing and fame. Now, in the Western chart, Sagittarius is associated with the natural 9th house of life path meaning. And Sagittarius corresponds with rat, okay? So it has some Sagittarius kind of attributes to it. And we'll get into that a lot more later on. For now, we're going to look at number combination specifics. Although generally speaking, numbers 4, 5, and 9 are not recommended during a rat year. Throughout a Yang Metal Rat year, 5 and 9 are more promising than during other elemental rat years. Color combination specifics. Generally, colors that are not recommended during Year of the Rat are brown and yellow. Nevertheless, for the duration of a Yang Metal Rat year, yellow is more propitious than during other elemental rat years. We're going to talk about something very important at this point. We're going to talk about the compatibility for love and friendship, and even for getting along with coworkers, that kind of thing. Now, rat, again, which associates with Sagittarius the Archer, rat loves other rat personalities. Rat loves dragon and rat loves monkey. Rat really likes snake. Rat really likes rooster. Rat really likes ox. Significantly likes pig, and rat really likes rabbit. Now, rat likes goat, rat likes dog, and rat likes tiger. Rat dislikes horse. So remember these things and these compatibilities during Yang metal rat year. Now, the Capricorn personality during a Yang metal rat year brings out qualities of being supple, adaptable, and changeable. And this will add much effectiveness to Capricorn's already motivated, sensible, self-sufficient, and reserved nature, thus enabling Capricorn to attain a high aspiration and all of the high goals that you have set for herself or himself. Now, Yang metal rat year is a time to put the limelight on self, upon one's own goals and one's own schemes, personal objectives. The goat's interest in social climbing, also in strategies for becoming more popular and gaining in social strata. The autonomy and popularity will benefit greatly from Yang metal elements. Capricorn will also profit from rat's extra agility and liveliness, which gives Capricorn an ability to return to being the social creature she or he truly is. The goat's dominion also finds an advantage in rat's seasonal facet of winter to keep Capricorn comfy, cool, and collected. Year of the metal rat's energy, vigorous style, power, and pioneering manner makes Capricorn's acquiescent motivations effortless to understand and put into action because of rat's water element component. Yang metal rat year will grant Capricorn the impetus necessary to push beyond obstacles and accomplish long-term goals. Now we're going to talk about something very important here. We're going to talk about Capricorn's place in the Jade Emperor's zodiac race. In Western astrology, sign of Capricorn, the goat, corresponds with the Chinese zodiac animal of ox. Legend has it that the Jade Emperor held a race to place 12 animals on the zodiac wheel. Ox came in second place in this race held by the Jade Emperor. Ox was thought to be strong and most capable of crossing the river that had to be negotiated to win the Jade Emperor's race by the scheming animals of rat and cat, who hitched a ride on ox in an attempt to use ox's strength and stability to win. What happened was this: rat made a deal with cat to hitch a ride on top of the ox because rat and cat were the best of friends and thought that ox would be able to cross the river faster and more assuredly than anyone else, thereby getting them excellent placements on the astrological wheel. Now rat made a move that caused cat to be thrown off ox, allowing rat to get ahead of cat and even finish first place before ox. Therefore, because ox was kind enough to allow shrewd rat and cat to hitch a ride on top of his back, ox came in second place with rat finishing in front of ox. So ox took second place in the Jade Emperor's race. So still, although rat, that is associated with Sagittarius, came in first in the Jade Emperor's race, Capricorn, which is associated with ox, came in second place. So it's a very good placement. And that happened because ox was nice and let rat and cat take a hitch a ride on his back. Now, for Capricorn, we're going to get into your elemental associations. Cardinal Earth. Capricorn, the goat, is cardinal Earth. Yang qualities of the year of Yang metal rat will warm up and accelerate, lighten and dry out the goat's fire of Earth platonic qualities, giving you an occasion for more plentiful opportunities to enjoy parties and nights out on the town with spouses, love interests, friends, and family. Capricorn will participate in more gatherings and help keep everyone amused, smiling, and up for entertainingly fun excursions in Yang metal rat year, chiefly when general colder rat qualities of winter are taken into account. Yang metal rat year is also iced, enchanted, and tranquilized by the element of water, which is the main element associated with rat in Chinese astrology. Metal shares masculine qualities with yang of being hard, although metal is also resolute, which is more of a yin attribute. Yang metal is a heating of metal, bringing out qualities of being reshaped, being molded, and also fashioned. Enthusiasm is sustained from chilling winter and colder water traits, thereby calming emotions piqued by the envy of others. Yang metal rat year will be vigorous, imperative, and potent, requiring Capricorn to keep opposing forces of desire and practicality in perfect balance. This will cheer up the goat's cardinal nature while adding soothing emotions towards beginning new life cycles. Yang metal rat year prompts much esteem, covetousness, willpower, and hunger for total liberty, and a powerful urge for merit in meeting personal objectives. Capricorn must center upon self throughout Yang metal rat year if individual ambitions are to be achieved and the goat's goals brought into full realization. It's all about self-fulfillment in Yang metal rat year. Entertaining, effervescent, vital, clever, lithe, and effective metal rat makes aims in life practically attainable, essentially firm and visible. With enough lavishness for experiencing plush voyages and even taking a trip or a voyage or a vacation that Capricorn loves so much during Yang metal rat year. Now, Capricorn the goat, we're going to give you now your lesson for year of the Yang metal rat. Capricorn's lesson in year of the Yang metal rat. Avoid getting involved in situations where the goat's hard-earned money and your hard-earned properties could be used to advance someone else's ventures or fill someone else's purse. Yang metal rat year's best motto is the cliche, every man for himself, no matter your age, your gender, or your creed. It is a time to focus upon Capricorn's own needs and long-held desires that the goat might have ignored thus far in favor of fulfilling the dreams of others. Ambition and self-care should be seen as good things at this point in time. This is true now more than ever, since rat year is the start of a new cycle every 12 years. And Yang metal rat year, which gives Capricorn the impetus necessary to proceed and push beyond personal objectives and push personal motivations and personal aims forward, occurs once every 60 years. It's now or never is another famous saying that applies at this juncture. Now, Capricorn the goat, year of the Yang metal rat blessing. What will be your blessing, Capricorn, in year of the Yang metal rat? Expect more abundant opportunities and worthwhile prospects to be offered to Capricorn this year. During a period of forceful moves ahead, the goat's ability to be devoted to her or his own principles and prudent personality will be of great value. Capricorn's natural cardinal sign qualities will be able to give you something that will cause you to be able to really kind of contribute much, a benefit to sort of doing business or having relationships with the goat at this time when Yang metal elements are already driving plans forward. You're going to have a prudent personality, and these principles will help drive it forward because people are going to want to get involved with you personally and also when it comes to business. Okay, so that's what's important. That's your blessing in year of the Yang metal rat. And that's again because of your cardinal sign nature. And plus, when you add the Yang energy to that, it really pushes you forward with your plans. Now, Capricorn's occupation, personal dealings, and health will be fortified in year of the Yang metal rat if monies are aimed at providing for the goat's own needs rather than investing in other people's endeavors. Capricorn will most likely be inundated with prospects coming from individuals or groups that desire or require the goat's stoic spirit and love of ascending the social ladder of success with sure-footed moves that the goat is so famous for. Capricorn will also be greatly admired and valuable to people looking to employ skillful and trustworthy employees or managers for their businesses and their business ventures and their enterprises. Capricorn will cause those who feel anxious to, because of the influences and the influential potent forces released by Yang metal rat year, to become adaptable and clever so that they may pursue their bold schemes with self-assurance and a lot of confidence. The goat will be able to make a lucrative business out of his or her ability to cause others to feel impervious to problems or impervious to troubles that others may find daunting. Now, Capricorn is a hard worker and a practical, determined person, and it's a good thing. Practicality and determination are good things in year of the Yang metal rat. Okay, now what we're going to do, Capricorn, is we're going to get into some of the other kinds of qualities that we want to talk about during Yang metal rat year. We're going to talk about the elements and how they all sort of affect each other, and some of the very, very important things that are specifically for Yang metal rat year. Now we're going to look at the year of the rat and how it corresponds with the sign of Sagittarius the Archer in Western astrology. So we have a little diagram here with the wheel of the Zodiac, and it is here. Sagittarius the Archer is in the 9th position. It's in the natural 9th house, with Aries being number 1, the natural 9th house of the Zodiac of life path meaning, Sagittarius the Archer. Now that corresponds again with rat in Chinese astrology. So again, Western astrology, sign of Sagittarius, corresponds with Chinese zodiac animal of rat. Okay, now legend has it that the Jade Emperor held a race to place 12 animals on the zodiac wheel. Rat came in first place in this race held by the Jade Emperor. Rat made a deal to catch, to kind of catch a ride with cat on ox. So, Rat had the idea, and he convinced cat to sort of hitchhike a ride on top of the ox, because they were the best of friends, the cat and the rat, and thought that ox would be able to sort of cross the river faster and more assuredly than anyone else, thereby getting them excellent placements on the astrological wheel. Now, rat made a move that caused cat to be thrown off ox, allowing rat to get ahead of everyone and finish in first place. Rat finished in first place. Now, according to legend, this is why nowadays rat and cat do not get along, even though they used to be very close friends. The cat is mad at rat, and rat knows why, and also recognizes that cat's anger is right, which is why we see cat always chasing rat to get retribution, and rat running away from cat. Okay, now regarding the metal rat attributes, for year of the Yang, metal rat has general rat qualities and is known to be essential, animated, vigilant, and also clever, although fragile, amusing, watchful, and lithe. Now, metal qualities will add much strength and steely nerve, willpower, focus, self-assurance, and determination to rat's more lively, humorous, quick, and dynamic personality attributes. Now, regarding the metal rat advice for year of the Yang metal rat, Yang metal rat is a year to focus, really focus in, center in, on the parts of life that bring out one's enthusiasm, obsessions, self-concerns in life. This is not a time for philanthropic ideas or ventures unless such activities are beneficial where self-interests are concerned. A desire for freedom will prevail during Yang metal rat year, which should not be denied, lest breakups or abandonment become the only way to attain such personal emancipation. Metal rat year is an excellent time frame in which to find solutions for any troubles that might have resulted from keeping a slower pace during the previous year of the Yin Earth Pig. Now, indeed, this is the period to sort of play catch up, because Yang metal rat affords one intelligent and covetousness and controlled to do so. Now, regarding metal rat influence, Yang metal rat begins a new cycle in Chinese astrology, and this is very important since any rat year starts another cycle of 12 Chinese animal zodiac signs. New cycles in astrology cause new plans to be developed, fresh ideas to be considered or proposed, and innovative projects to be started. Trying out new things or initiating new situations must involve some chance, and therefore one must be mindful in order to make sure that such risks have a high probability of succeeding. Year of the Rat repeats every 12 years in Chinese astrology, while Year of the Yang Metal Rat repeats every 60 years, occurring in 2020, 2080, 2140, 2200, 2260, and 2320. Traditional Chinese zodiac places rat, which associates again with Sagittarius, Sagittarius the Archer. In Western astrology system at the beginning, November 22nd to December 21st. And Pig, which associates with the sign of Scorpio, this is right before Sagittarius, at the ending, okay, of the zodiac, from October 23rd to November 22nd. Of the astrological wheel. So the beginning of the Chinese zodiac is rat, that associates with Sagittarius, and the ending of the Chinese zodiac is Pig, which associates with Scorpio. Okay, so that's where their delineation occurs. That's a difference where our delineation occurs at Aries and Pisces. Okay, all right. So now, with that said, it is also, though, intriguing to notice that the Chinese zodiac splits its beginning and ending, again, between Rat, Sagittarius, and Pig, Scorpio, which is right where the mysterious zodiac sign of Ophiuchus, the serpent bearer, is found. Okay, Ophiuchus is often called the 13th zodiac sign. It is equally fascinating to become aware that the Celtic pagans consider the festival of Samhain on the 31st of October is actually being their new year. Okay, so that's one sort of coincidence. Also, being a lunar calendar. That's why it's a lunar calendar. So you see these similarities when you have lunar calendars. With that said, when corresponding with Western astrology, one would associate the head of Western zodiac sign, which is Aries. Again, now that's Aries is associated with dragon, and Pisces is associated with the tail of Western astrology, and Pisces is associated with rabbit. Pisces is associated with rabbit. Okay, and that's very important to understand how these all sort of, where the slight differences and where they also have similarities. It's also fascinating to comprehend that there are many cultures, more than one New Year's celebratory festivals in a year. And in the Hebrew calendar, that was used in the Bible, and that Jesus Christ utilized, since he was Jewish, a Jewish rabbi, and what is still used, it's a lunisolar calendar. So they have the lunar, but they also still pay very close attention to the lunar months and the lunar, like the beginning, when there's a full moon, when there's a new moon, and all the various attributes, and starting with the new moon. So it's very important, and that's where a lot of secrets are kept, is in the lunar. A lot of spiritual secrets are in the lunar mysteries. Okay. Now, Metal Rat Year is formed from the attributes of being the 7th heavenly stem of Yang metal, gotten from 10 celestial elemental qualities, and the first earthly branch gotten from 12 terrestrial animal personalities. And in many ways, this is very much similar to Kabbalah, and to Christian Jewish Kabbalah, because you're taking like an attribute. Even tarot talks about that. You take an attribute like the fire signs in Western astrology, and then you have fire of fire, and air of fire, and water of fire, and that's reflected in the tarot cards in Western astrology. So you see these celestial stems and branches are very similar. It's very, very similar. So it's also important to note that the 10 heavenly or celestial stems are derived from the 5 elements in Chinese astrology, which are fire, metal, wood, earth, and water. The 10 qualities are comprised of characteristics of yin and yang divisions within the assigned elemental attribute, with this current year of the metal rat being a yang metal rat year. Yang metal rat. Therefore, there are 10 aspects gotten from yin and yang characteristics of the 5 Chinese elements. Now, the primary guardian angels, we're going to go into a little bit here, some guardian angels you can use during this year, if you're familiar with some of the more familiar guardian angels. We'd like to give you some which will be helpful during year of the yang metal rat, and because of the associations that are, we're going to show you how, if we're utilizing Sagittarius and yang and also metal, how this will kind of give you the right guardian angels to utilize to make this a very auspicious and prosperous and lucky year for you. Now, primary guardian angels, again, for year of the yang metal rat. Okay, elemental archangel of metal is a bit tricky since Western elements do not include the elements of metal and wood. Okay, so Western does not have wood and metal. Okay, so also Chinese elements themselves do not include the element of air. So you have 5 in Chinese and 4 in the Western system. Therefore, we shall divulge the closest approximations available using the element of yang and the Western zodiac sign of Sagittarius to help us find the best representations of these guardian archangels for you. Now, yang corresponds with fire and does as does the sign of Sagittarius the archer. So yang and Sagittarius both correspond with fire. And again, Sagittarius corresponds to the rat, okay, in Chinese astrology. Therefore, archangel of the element of fire, being the elemental archangel Michael or Michael. Okay, we're all, most of us anyway, are familiar with the archangel Michael or Michael. Michael will represent and present as guardian angel during this astrological transit. Now again, year of the rat in Chinese astrology corresponds with zodiac sign of Sagittarius in Western astrology and consequently associates with elemental archangel of fire signs referred to in various Christian and ancient Christian and also Hebrew traditions, as well as in scriptures as being, again, Michael or Michael, astrology angel of this seasonal aspect of Creator's great clock. I'm talking about the Sagittarius, that association. Now, we are taught through oral tradition and Kabbalistic writings that astrology archangel or zodiac angel Adnachiel is our association, Adnachiel, for this portion of Creator's cosmological progression expressed in extra-biblical Christian Jewish writings. Zohar is what we recommend as a primary source of written Kabbalistic knowledge. These angels and archangels present in their masculine forms due to yang elemental association of yang in metal rat year. Yang metal rat, yang is masculine, yin is feminine, so since it's yang metal rat year, it is going to be a more masculine presentation of these archangels. Now the secondary guardian angels for yang metal rat year, planetary archangels which associate with Sagittarius, being Western astrology correspondence for year of the rat, again Sagittarius, year of the rat, okay, is the angelic ruler of Jupiter, being Sachiel. Awareness of both Western or Eastern astrology associations is very helpful in this matter. Now, earth and celestial angelic coordinates for yang metal rat year. Okay, we're going to go over the earth, the grounded earth angelic coordinates, and the celestial, heavenly, celestial, angelic coordinates. Because even though we're using Michael for fire and all of that, and Raphael, and Raphael and Uriel, okay, and Gabriel, we're using these traditional guardian angels, these 4 guardian archangels of the Watchtower. We are utilizing them, but keep in mind that their positions, where they're placed, is different on the Earth coordinates than in the celestial coordinates. Okay, it's a different because we're going with elements of the Earth and then where the constellations are, so they have different positions where they are located. And we're going to go over that for you to make it easy, but we'll make it easy for you. So again, these are going to be both Earth and celestial angelic coordinates. Now for Earth coordinates, Earth first, of elemental guardian, elemental archangel of Earth is the Archangel Uriel. The Archangel Uriel. Now in the East, the elemental archangel of air is Raphael. Raphael, again, these are for the Earth coordinates, but this is in the East, elemental archangel of air, Raphael. In Earth coordinates, in the South, we're going to have, in the South, for the Earth coordinates, in the South, elemental archangel of fire, Michael or Michael. Okay, now in the West, we're going to have elemental archangel of water, Gabriel, for the Earth coordinates. The Earth coordinates in the West, elemental archangel of water, Gabriel. Gabriel. Now we're going to look at the celestial coordinates of elemental guardian angels. All right, these guardian angels, these elemental angels, archangels of the watchtowers. Now, the celestial coordinates are as follows. In the north, when you're talking about the celestial, in the north, okay, the north elemental archangel of water is Gabriel. Gabriel in the north, elemental archangel of water in the celestial coordinates. Now, the east elemental archangel is Michael of fire. So in the celestial coordinates, the east is elemental archangel of fire, Michael or Michael. Okay? Okay. Now, the celestial coordinates for the south, celestial coordinates, elemental archangel of earth, Uriel is in the south. In the south, in the celestial coordinates, all right? And in the west, finally, for the celestial coordinates, the elemental archangel of air in the west, in the celestial coordinates, the archangel of air, Raphael. Raphael. All right, so these again are the angels that many people in many cultures are very much familiar with. They're very familiar guardian archangels and elemental archangels of the watchtowers in both the earth and the heavens. Now, fortunate compass directions in year of the Yang metal rat finds good fortune, new opportunity, and prosperity in the northeast, the southeast, and west directions. Now we're going to go over Yang. Yang is masculine. Yang is day. Yang is hot. It's fire. It is dry. It is summer. It is the outer portion. It is energetic. It is expanding. It is hard, like the metal, Yang metal rat, and it is dorsal, the back part. It is dorsal, and it is outer, exterior. Okay? Now for the metal attributions, we have ambition, self-reliant, willful, strong, and very self-assured. But also with metal, you're going to have the element is going to also have dry and grief and pungent and be associated with the nose, with willpower and resolve strong as metal. General rat associations, Yang. This is for the general rat association, for the animal of rat in the Chinese Zodiac. General rat associations, again, rat is considered also to be Yang. Rat is winter, though. Winter. Also, rat is also water. Sagittarius again, and lily of the valley is the flower that's associated, and it's the 11th month on the Chinese lunar calendar. Okay, there are five elements in Chinese astrology, being fire, metal, wood, earth, and water. That's fire, metal, wood, earth, and water. Fire controls metal. Metal controls wood. Wood controls earth. Earth controls water. Water controls fire. So this is a circle. And this is how nature keeps things in balance. And this is how Chinese medicine works, of keeping everything in balance, where you're not necessarily, in ancient Chinese medicine, which I studied in nursing school when I was studying to be an RN. I had a wonderful teacher from China who taught us some of that, and she had mentioned that they don't, in the ancient system, they didn't give you a diagnosis that was, this is what you have and this is what's going to happen to you, where the observer is saying what's going to happen to you and changing it with their consciousness. No, they give you, this is what's going on, and this is a little bit out of balance, and this is a little bit out of balance, and a little bit too much dry, a little bit not enough moist, a little bit too much yin, not enough yang, or whatever, these kinds of things, and then treat those individual things, and then you will begin to get better if you adhere to doing these types of things. And they got their they weren't paid the way the medical profession is paid today. They were paid with, if the people could work and build houses and tend to their animals and grow their food, then everybody was healthy, and then the doctor of the village could be fed if they were all healthy. So what did the doctor do? The doctor kept them healthy, right? So in a system where the more sick you are, the more money they make, not so good. But in a system where the more healthy you are, the more productive the doctor's life is, because he's cared for, because he cares for them, they care for him or her. It's probably, as far as I can tell, probably a better system. And I have been treated by Chinese medicine and had wonderful results with acupuncture and that kind of thing. But I digress. Just as a patient, that was my experience to help, some muscle aches, really was helpful for me. Now, so this is a circle of life. As we come full circle, we attempt to balance these 5 elements. Now, for fire, we have the attributes of joy, heat, bitter, and it's the tongue. For earth, we have worry, and it's damp, sweet, and mouth. For metal, we have grief, dry, pungent, and nose. For water, we have fear, cold, salty, the ears. For wood, we have anger, wind, sour, and the eyes. Now, to calculate the Chinese New Year, simply count the second new moon that comes after the winter solstice. Now, disclaimers in order here. High magic should be used with all mindfulness, since powerful forces of manifestation are unleashed. This is intended exclusively for entertainment purposes. Information found in this document is based on the oral tradition known as Kabbalah, taught to me by Rosicrucian clergy when I was but a young girl, the facts of which I have committed to memory. Thank you for joining us, and join us again.